All right, welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. We are in the third period of tonight's matchup between the North Oakland Eagles and the Grand Blanc Bobcats. North Oakland leads 3-0. Julius Livernois has faced 24 shots, stopped all 24. Mike Leroy opened the scoring on a nice backdoor dump-in from Brendan Everhard. Danny Archie cleaned up the trash on a rebound, and Nolan Poulton scored a shorthanded goal unassisted. So that leads us to where we are now, as that's chipped in. Touch pass by Poulton, mishandled, and now back over to London. London up ahead. Stretch pass to James Walker, no good. Sidestepping a hit is Kurtz. And now rimmed around into the skates of Young. And that's Jackson Hill with the puck. Bites through a skate check. Shot coming. Blockered away by Julius. 25 saves on the day for Livernois now, as Walker handles it in the corner. Sends it over to London. Back to Walker. Loose in front. Gloves down by Sanchez. And here come the Eagles. Making his way in. Drops it off to Poulton. Poulton working his way in. Now at the point. Still working and handling it. Over to London. London shot just wide. James Walker can't get the angle on it, and it'll send all the way down. Here comes Poulton. We'll see. He has gone coast to coast on multiple goals. We'll see if he does it again as he stretch passes that one up to Sanchez. Sanchez coming across. Loose. Miscommunication from Rodriguez as he sends that one up to London. London. Shot blocked, and in some discomfort is Rotenhamel as he hobbles over to the Bobcat bench. But now loose in front. Picked to the side by Livernois. Big hit from Rodriguez and chipped up to Poulton. Now in the skates of Blair. Poulton controlling it. Coming in on a rush. Pass back door just wide from Sanchez as he dumps that one in. Saving it offsides. And now we'll take it once again. Eagles have gotten a couple rushes so far, looking to try to do it again. Is that one over into the skates of O'Dowd. Loses track of it and now backs it up. Nagy. Now over to Blair. Long stretch pass over to Nagy. Pinch there by Dollerup. And Poulton throws a nice stick check there. Goes for a big hit. Bounces off another one, now up to the point to Blair. Blair stepping into one, blocked by Sanchez. Tips that one into the corner. And into the skates of O'Dowd. O'Dowd handles it, puts the brakes on, and now circles back. Looking for a big pass here, finds one for Sanchez. No ice. Sanchez got a quick tip on that one. Now sitting behind the net. Sanchez levels a Bobcat and going to be offsides. Well, it was a really good hit, but unfortunately couldn't get back onsides in time. That was Rodriguez, not Sanchez. Apologies. Face-off going to be in the neutral zone. To the right of Viviano. Chipped up, kept in by Young. Now chases after it. Bats down the attempted clear from Hall, and now battling in the corner. Hall takes it once again. Stick check missed from Sanchez. James Walker, now another penalty going to be called on him. Stuck the foot out. Trying to get the pass, or trying to kick the puck down there, but going to be a tripping penalty on him. So the man known as TSJ heads to the penalty box for the second time tonight. And the Eagles are back on the penalty kill. Face-off one. Blair over to Miller. Miller steps into one, shot blocked in front by O'Dowd. He's feeling that one. And now chip, but held in by Blair. Now a bit of an odd man rush, but of a weird setup. And here comes O'Dowd. O'Dowd Sends it up the length of the ice. Archie tries to bat it down, handled by Viviano. But now Favaro holding it in the end. Archie tripped up there, nothing happening. And he's still down. Blair sort of standing over him, preventing him from standing up. Is out. Pass sent too long. O'Dowd stretches it over to London. London got some time. Opts to just throw it all the way down. Archie forward checking on Blair. And now taken by Lockwood. Lockwood skating it up. Flips the field over to Miller. Miller dumped in. O'Dowd in on it. Now taken by London. London pops it over to Favaro. Favaro sends it down. Knocked down by Abraham. Minute to go in the penalty to James Walker. Archie pressing there on Abraham. Abraham able to dump it out. But now Favaro takes it. Puts a nice move on Lockwood. Now behind the Bobcat net. Skating around. Going to kill as much clock as possible. Taking it all the way out. Forcing these Bobcat defenders to chase him. And he just killed effectively 20 seconds off the clock. Now London taking it. Out across the blue line. Gets the angle. Gets tripped up a little bit there. Penalty coming on the Bobcats, their first of the game. So going to be 4-on-4 for 19 seconds. And then the Eagles will head to the power play for 1:41. Penalty there on number 42. Dominic Druin for tripping. Or hooking. I didn't see what the call was. We're going to call it a hook because Favaro didn't fall down. Or London didn't fall down. So 4-on-4 for 19 seconds before an Eagles power play. Taken by Poulton. Into his skates. Battling on the boards is Young and Poulton. Poulton puts a nice hit on Young. In comes Riney. Riney chips that one up and out of play. 4 seconds left. Riney being subbed off for O'Dowd. Eagles trying to put their number one line out to capitalize on this, on the slightly shortened power play, but O'Dowd sleeping a little bit there. Face-off sent back. Chips that one up to Poulton. Poulton sends it ahead to Rodriguez. Shot blocked, now behind the net. Sanchez in on it. Pressured by Nagy. Sanchez dekes, bringing up the near side boards. Has time, sends it all the way across for Poulton. Poulton looking for the pass. Blocked and broken up by the Bobcats. London being pressured here by Nagy. Puts the brakes on, and now they're going to have a bit of an odd man rush. Here comes London with a head of speed. Shot, glove, saved by Viviano. Good save there, flashing the leather. .52 left, a minute left on the power play for the Eagles. So face-off won by the Eagles. Put out in front, and now handled by Leroy off the bounce on the boards. Leroy sends it across, just behind his intended target. Favaro taking it now out of his own end. Puts the brakes on. Going to try to make a move here. Pass up to Walker. Now taken by Dollar up and now given back. Leroy takes it. Gets a stick into the skates. Breaks it up. Loose in front, but just barely turned away. Now Dollar up on the pinch, now making it a 2-on-1. Walker gets back and so now evens out the count. And icing, not an ice, a penalty, gonna be a rough on 12. And he gets an unsportsmanlike. So Mike Leroy, he already has 38 penalty minutes on the year, now adding to that total. So with 13 seconds left on the power play, the Eagles now going to go down a man. So serving the penalty for the Eagles is Xavier Duran, as that shot is in wide on the blocker side. And here come the Eagles. They're still 4-on-4 for 4 more seconds. However, Poulton just going to take his time, kill this clock as much as he can, and send that one all the way out. And that is not an exaggeration, folks. Sent that one up over both benches and into the Zamboni area. That's pretty impressive. Minute 40 left on the penalty. That's for the initial rough on Mike Leroy. Then he got the unsportsmanlike conduct, adding 5 more minutes on. So now he has the outright penalty minutes leader, as that one blockered away by Livernois, just off the stick in the blocker. And now here comes forecheck from Rodriguez. Rodriguez gets a stick on it, disrupting play a little bit. Even more forechecking here, forcing Hall to really think through his actions. Now send up, stretch pass over to Miller, threads the needle between Rodriguez and Poulton. Now loose behind the net in the feet of Riney. Riney, loose in front, saved by Livernois. Loose in front again. Riney, however, puts a defender on his rear end, as now hits start flying. Riney, loose in front. Livernois saved. Still loose. Poked out. Still loose. Scored! So Livernois got kind of a man thrown onto him and then loose in front. That goal was from Kurtz. So now the shutout bid is over. North Oakland leads 3-1 with 8 minutes and 50 seconds remaining. Back to even strength, Mike Leroy still sits in the box, serving his unsportsmanlike conduct. And into the skates of Sanchez. Sanchez chips it over to Favaro. So Kurtz's 3rd goal on the season, assisted by Hunter Hall, his 3rd assist of the season. As here comes Favaro, working his way in, doesn't have the angle, sends it in front, almost in off the skate of McMath. Cycles it down to Sanchez, and sent all the way down, no ice. So Walker taking it out of his own end. Passed up to Archie. Archie works his way in, gets under the hip check of Brown. Or Druin, not Brown. And up ahead to Miller. Miller, dispossessed. Livernois out to play it. Sends that one up. Great pass there to Sanchez, no ice. And Sanchez gonna race with Druin here. Puts the brakes on. Breaks Druin's ankles. And taken by Archie. Archie loose in front, looking for Favaro, no good. Taken by O'Dowd. O'Dowd over to Favaro, loose in front. Sanchez puts the brakes on, holding it behind the net. Now they spread out. Cycling now back into the defensive position is Sanchez. Out comes Favaro, pass down to Sanchez, into his skates, taken away, and gonna be sent out. Pressure there coming from Gavin Kurtz. Walker's pass up to O'Dowd. O'Dowd holding on to it, batted down by Sanchez, sends the shot in loose, nearly cashing in on another rebound was Archie. Now Favaro coming, angling off Nagy, did a great job there playing the body, taken by Archie and now given over to Sanchez. Sanchez chips it up to O'Dowd. O'Dowd looked for the stretch pass up to Favaro, but now Favaro gonna race over. Archie puts the shot on wide and handled by Douglas. Douglas sends it up and taken by O'Dowd. Over to Sanchez, off the boards, plays the carom, and Darchie takes it. Into the corner, Archie puts a nice move on. Low angle, flashing the leather once again is Viviano on a low angle shot from Archie. Didn't have many options in front of the net, so just opted to send one. So Viviano, after letting up 3 in the first 2, has faced more shots than the other periods and has been standing tall. Face-off taken by London, who sends that down into the corner for Stoll. Kept in by London, but now going to be an odd man rush. 4-on-2 coming. Duran, late man, sent in and wide. Going to reset everything. Lockwood sends it into the corner. Some physicality put on him by Rodriguez. Now that one's sent all the way over and taken by Young. Young chips it down into the corner. Dollar up alone in there. Chips it back over to London. London up the boards. Over to Rodriguez. Rodriguez chips it out. Livernois expressing his displeasure with the referees. And dumped in by Rodriguez. 5 minutes, 30 seconds left. Chipped up, almost kept in. But now London backhands it up and over into the skates of Blair. And taken by the Eagles. Up to Rodriguez, and they call the icing. Looks like Rodriguez just over the line there. 5 minutes, 19 seconds left in the game. Eagles lead by 2. We'll see if Viviano gets the message from the refs to pull it, to give the Bobcats an extra attacker to try to go for something, as faceoff going to be at center ice. Won by Poulton, now taken by Everhard, and dumped in by Riney, senior from NDP. Now out in front by Hill, knocked away by the Bobcats defense and sent up to Kurtz. Kurtz mishandles it and misses the pass. Over to Riney, chipped up to Everhard, missed that pass as well. And now Riney takes it into the skates of Poulton, who now takes it out across half ice. Got some momentum, makes a move and onto the stick of Hill. Pinching there is Walker, and then dumped in by Riney, now into the corner. Kept in by James Walker, dumps it back down. Good defensive play from Poulton, filling in for Walker as he took that pinch there and hit a hand on the Bobcat bench, stopping the play with 4 minutes, 30 seconds to go, and putting the face-off to the right of Viviano. So Livernois having a quick conversation with the ref about some of the calls, voicing his displeasure with the way that a lot of them have gone. But at that point, that's kind of just arguing with a brick wall. So now O'Dowd chips that one up and into the Bobcats zone, chewing some more time off the clock. Forecheck coming from Jonah Bush. And now a rush coming from the Bobcats. Nagy brings it in, batted down by O'Dowd. Into the skates of Young. Down into the corner, put in front, fanned on by Isaac Abraham. Looking for the one-timer there. Didn't get it. Now into the skates of Ellithor. Loose in front, good defensive play, getting down on one knee for Archie. Now Young out to the shot, missed the net wide. O'Dowd chips this one up. Missed, and now here comes Bush on the forecheck, but sent back down, icing coming. So stoppage at 3:33, 3 goals for North Oakland, 3 periods in progress. I'm Augie Villawan here with NEP Athletics Broadcasting, bringing you all of the live action we can handle. Earlier today, we gave you a nice doubleheader with girls basketball, and continued it today in the late hours of the night with some hockey. You can catch us back in action covering hockey on Saturday when the North Oakland Eagles take on Farmington United in a divisional matchup. We will be on the call for that one, as that shot is rifled by Rodriguez, but right into the chest protector, Viviano, putting the faceoff right back where it started. Whoever's on aux needs a raise, man. It's every game. It's really good songs. It's always really good songs. As Rodriguez takes that one behind the net, puts the brakes on, chips it over to Young. Young mishandles it a little bit, sends it up for Riney. Riney not there. Riney got one man on him. Sends it off the board smartly over to London. But now playing that is Young. Into the skates of some Bobcats is that Young thrown down by Blair. Mike Leroy still in the penalty box, voicing his displeasure with that one. And into the corner. Young puts a nice physical hit there on Roadhamel. And now another good physical play from Young. He might be small, but he is not afraid to go throw some body checks. That's loose in front, almost scored on by Everhard, chipped just high, and a huge hit. Penalty coming. Huge hit there on, I believe that was Riney. Just got absolutely lit up there by number 17, Caden Miller. 5 minutes for boarding. Give him the maximum penalty, so he's going to be in the box for the rest of the evening. Where is he? I believe I saw the ref put up the 5. We'll see. Yes, we are getting the 5. So 5-minute major on Miller. And 5-on-4 for the rest of the game for the Eagles. I mean, Riney was just leveled there. He does look to be okay. He's on the bench. But my goodness, did he get smoked. So face-off won by the Bobcats, held in by O'Dowd. O'Dowd sends it over. Off the boards, back up to O'Dowd. O'Dowd steps in. Now passes it down to Everhard. Everhard back up to O'Dowd. O'Dowd looking for the one-timer there from London, no good. And Poulton now has it. Poulton working in, looking for the back door from Sanchez. Just missed. That's the second one he's barely missed. Now sent over to Poulton. Poulton stepping in, now into the slot. Skating, drops it off for O'Dowd. O'Dowd down to Sanchez. Sanchez still with it on the boards. Not sure where it is. And almost gloved down by O'Dowd unsuccessfully. He's got 1:40 to kill as the Eagles do lead with an odd man situation here. So just going to be a sort of bleed the clock situation as here comes Poulton. Poulton with some speed down the right side. Nothing going there. Skates around. Sent up to London. London dumped into Rodriguez, just a little high. Rodriguez couldn't get a handle on it. Rodriguez now behind, dumped off to Sanchez. Sanchez has it. Skating in. Backhand, backdoor, save by Viviano. Sliding across, just got it with the toe. Now up to Sanchez, taken by Young. Minutes left in the game, and it looks like the Eagles are going to take this one. And here they come, loose in front. Nothing going. Try to knock that down to Poulton. 45 seconds left. And Julius makes a big play there. Benny O'Dowd and Julius Livernoy each giving Stephen Nagy a piece of their mind after he blew a tire, and O'Dowd holds it. Sent up to London. London works in and sent back out. 18 seconds to go as your North Oakland Eagles are going to take this one with a score of 3-1, getting back on the winning track after dropping several straight in a row. I'm Augie Villawan here from NDP Athletics Broadcasting. Thank you so much for tuning in tonight. We will be back on Saturday. So from all of us here at NDP Athletics Broadcasting, thanks for tuning in at DSC.